Hello, universe. Welcome to Global Info Series. We recently came across two sad accidents of Azerbaijani Airlines and one of South Korea. Because of these two major crashes, many people lost their lives and some are left injured as well. Considering this, many passengers globally are getting a fear in order to get into the flight because of these major airline crashes. We have come up with 10 best strategies or can say as techniques which can help you during emergency cases. So if you are a traveler in airlines, please do watch this video and ensure that you send it to the frequent travelers. It will be very much useful for them. I have read an article of Anubhav Mukherjee and he explains very well how we can be safe with the first point. Like, for example, whenever you book a flight ticket and when you do the boarding pass, ensure that you make the seats in the rear of the aeroplane. Like, for example, if you consider this as an aeroplane, all right, and this is the front section, this is considered as midsection, which is also called as a belly section, and this is the rear section. All right. So whenever any crashes happen, for example, of any emergency cases, if the flight crashes on the ground, okay, so mostly the front section gets damaged first, and then it goes to the midsection, which is also called as belly section, and next the rear section. So the chances of rear section getting affected is least compared to front and midsection. So ensure that whenever you book a flight, a boarding pass, ensure that you make it to the rear seat compared to the front or the midsection. You can try your level best to get the rear seats so that that will be much more safer during the emergency cases. Now, this can be considered as first tip. Number two, please don't book your seats near the exit doors because during the emergency cases, it can create a big trouble and there can be a major impact if you're booking seats near the emergency exit doors. Number three, armrests are safer. Ensure that you are making use of armrest during emergency. Armrest will help you to keep your wrist and the complete forearms on a rest positions, which will be very useful during the impact. Armrests are less considered, but it can be useful during emergency purpose. Number four, avoid sitting near the emergency exit windows. This can also have a negative impact during emergency cases. Number five, keep your shoes during emergency. Ensure that you keep your feet completely on the floor of the aeroplane because that will create a proper balance during any massive impact. Number six, during an emergency, if you're sitting near the toilet or if you're near the toilet, ensure that you make use of this opportunity. Get into the toilet. If there is a space, if nobody is there, ensure that you make use of the toilet space because during emergency, it will be very useful as a protection for you. Number seven, always ensure that you familiarize with the in-light lighting system. So whatever the lighting system are there in the flight, once you get into onboarding, ensure that you have an observation on that and you get an idea what are the in-flight systems. Number eight, ensure that you have an eye on the emergency exit doors. Even in the dark, you should be able to find where it is. So as soon as you get onboarding on the flight, ensure that you fix your mind with emergency exit doors and make a calculation that even in darkness, how you're going to reach over there. Number nine, always dress in layers. So you can have like 2 to 3 layers. The reason why we are saying layers is if it is an extreme heat situation, you can remove one or two dresses in that time. And if you feel cold situation, you can have the 3 layers within you. So you don't need to rush during the emergency. If you have like at least 3 or 4 layers of clothing, it will be very useful in both heat and cold conditions. And last, number 10, use a neck pillow. So during emergency, neck pillow will have a flattened positions of your posture and it will help during a massive impact. So these 10 procedures, try to implement this when you're getting into any airline and it can create a safety measure in your journey, and possibly if there is any impact, these 10 measures can be very useful when you are facing any challenges over there. So I hope this information is very unique, unusual, and very rare facts. You can get into this video again and again so that you can get to know the complete 10 points. Try to use maximum at your level best. Please ensure that you forward to all your network and mostly to the frequent flyers. It will be very useful for them. Thank you so much. I will see you in next video. Take care.